Well, you're certainly right. It's been a tremendous revival of classical arguments, and the ontological argument is one that has some very strong advocates today. And I think that the fundamental objection to the ontological argument can be developed on the basis of an objection put forward by a contemporary of Anselm named Gaunilo. And what Gaunilo argued was that if you look at the ontological argument, you can simply by replacing the idea of a perfect being by the idea of a perfect island, show that there must be a perfect island or there must be a perfect beer and so on, right? Now these are happy conclusions, right? And one looks forward to encountering these things. But the problem is that the argument can also be paralleled to drive contradictions, right? And so you can prove, for example, that there's a perfectly immovable object and that there's a perfectly irresistible force. Or you could use it to prove that there was a perfectly good being and a perfectly evil being, both of whom were omnipotent, omniscient, right, which is again a contradiction.
So your view would be that this ontological argument, this search for a perfect being that must exist, lends itself to natural contradictions that are logically necessary that come from it, which falsifies the argument.
Yes, you can form concepts which are completely parallel, just involve substitution, and run the same sort of argument, and you get contradictory conclusions.